Train by day, Kyle Wigginton podcast by night, all day.
That too, if you need to. So I bought some VR glasses a while back, and using those for like YouTube and Netflix. Yeah. That's fucking dope, man. Because you
can go on YouTube and Netflix without VR.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you can be in your house and you're basically looking at a movie theater screen.
Sick.
Like it's all black around you and there's a giant screen in front of you, but you're sitting there looking at a wall.
You fucking zone out. I can only imagine. That must actually be pretty tranquil.
That's one of the coolest things about it. I mean, there's some other fun things that you can do. I saw a game the other day that was really dope. It was a zombie game. Mm-hmm. And what it does is you walk into your room. So like you could do it in this room right here. You walk in and you take the goggles and you scan the entire room. And then it makes the room that you're in. So basically what it is you're trapped in a room and zombies are trying to break in the room. So it looks at all the windows and it puts boards. It puts boards over the windows. Yeah. So it uses these windows in here, puts boards over the windows, and then you can actually see this room, but there's virtual boards on them and zombies are trying to break through the windows.
So in the game, like, is it taking into account your actual function, like your arms, your legs, like, what's the likelihood that you could like mess up your like living space?
Well, you can't because you can see the tables. Oh, it's like it's augmented reality.
Okay. So you have to, obviously.
Yeah.
You're like, this is my table. Let me not ruin my fucking table right here.
Yeah. So it's like basically there's a table here. There's a window there. There's a door there. There's a window there. So let me put boards over those windows.
Right.
And the zombies are going to try to break through the boards and get into the house. You got to shoot them before they get in.
Makes sense.
So it's kind of cool. It's cool stuff that they're coming out with. But there's also terrifying shit. Like when you scan your entire apartment with VR glasses, where is that going? What database is that going in?
When you said that, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, who is receiving this content? Like who is aware of what the fuck is in my house? Mm-hmm. Like, that's why I don't trust TikTok. And it sounds so like smooth brain to say like, I don't trust TikTok because I don't know what other governments are doing with my content. Well, I don't know what the fucking American government is doing with my content, but I just feel more comfortable knowing what my country's doing with not knowing what my country's doing with my content than another country.
Right. So, like, I get that.
So that's my concern. Like, and I'm young and I'm pretty for it with most things, but when it comes to certain technologies, I'm like, this looks super cool. But I'm so mindful of like what could be used with my content. I mean, what could be with these cookies or with this information. Like I oftentimes decline my cookies on websites. Not that I even have anything to fucking hide. I'm just like, I don't want you having this shit.
I'm the same way, dude. I don't know what they're doing with my cookies, but I don't want them to have them.
I don't want you to have my cookies.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I'm only looking up like fucking vintage starter jackets on eBay. But I don't want y'all motherfuckers to have this information. I go on like a random website and it has vintage starter jackets for sale. I'm like, why the fuck is this ad popping up? Like, I don't want y'all selling to me this shit when I'm not trying to buy this shit at this time.
And what's fucked up is tonight, whenever I get on Google, it's going to show me ads for vintage starter jackets. Is it because we're sitting here talking about it or what? Like, I don't know.
So check this out. When I was in school, there's this girl, she wanted to have we were talking about marketing and how our phones might be receiving things through us having conversations to sell to us. And this one girl, she wanted to have a kid. And so when her boyfriend would go to sleep, she'd grab his phone and say, babies, babies, babies,
Get
babies,
the fuck
babies.
Out of here.
I swear. She'd say babies, babies, babies. So that advertisement could start popping up in his phone. And like he could subconsciously like start getting a baby fever. I'm like, this motherfucker's evil. I swear to God.
Bro, that's scandalous, man.
That's extremely scandalous. You're plotting on your boyfriend. Just tell him, hey, I want kids. If you don't want it, break up. You're fucking 21 at this time too. Go do something better with your life.
So did they have a kid?
We graduated before I could find out. Maybe.
Okay.
I hope.
That's so fucking wild, man.
I hope for his sake, no. But for her sake, I don't fucking care. She's not a good moral human.
Obviously not. To do some shit like that, that's pretty fucked up, man.
For real. It's not like the most extreme awful thing one could do, but it's still like you said, that's very scandalous of you.
We're just trying to lock someone into something. Like, I mean, he might have wanted it. I don't know. But the fact that the way she did it.
Right. He did, because she had to do that, obviously they weren't on the same page.
Right.
Like, you can just, if you thought he wanted it, you would just sit him down and be like, hey, babe, let's think about having a family. We've been together for X amount of years. If that's your partner, just talk to them about it.
So I have heard people knowing that not knowing they're pregnant.
Yeah.
And then they start getting ads for like baby stuff, and they go and take a pregnancy test, and they find out they are pregnant. So like there's something I forgot what this was, the story was, but it's something like that. I need a young Jamie here. I need a young Jamie look this story up. But there's a story about this woman who didn't realize she was pregnant, and then she started getting ads for baby stuff. Then went and took a pregnancy test. It turned out she was pregnant. So the AI knew she was pregnant before she did. And I don't know how that happens. Maybe she was just Googling certain medications that go along with pregnancy, and the AI figured it out first. I don't know.
I don't know how that happens, but I know that would make me so uncomfortable. I know how it would make me feel.
This world makes me uncomfortable. Even the cookie thing, that's uncomfortable. Like, what are the companies doing with our
For
cookies?
real.
I mean, they're selling your information.
Like, bruh, I'm young. I'm 23. So I don't remember too well a time before all this, but I remember enough of a time like the early 2010s to where like you just on the internet for the sake of being on the internet. Everything isn't being marketed to you. The fucking ad apocalypse on YouTube. You can watch a video that's 20 minutes long without having to watch a 30-second ad. Like, I remember a time when the internet was a peaceful place. You can't go on Twitter to watch like people get killed and like the weirdest shit on the world. I don't know what happened. I don't know when this shift happened, but I miss when the world was peaceful on the internet. And the worst thing you had to worry about was cyberbullying. Which, don't get me wrong, that's bad. But I can close my laptop.
Yeah.
And go I go whoop your ass too. If it's that big of a problem, we can just fight about it.
Yeah, I think cyberbullying made me a tougher person.
For me personally, it 100% did.
Yeah.
Like, all right, man, it just gave me thicker skin. All right.
That's
I don't really
thick
care
skin.
nowadays. We used to have to watch this movie. It started a girl from Hannah Montana, not Miley Cyrus, Emily Osment. The I See Dead People's his sister. I think it was called Cyberbully. I was watching it in school. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and people in my school where I'm from, Hammond, you just fight if you have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like the biggest fighter or nothing, but I know like if I felt disrespected enough, I'm about to fight you. Then if you were a nerd in school, you fight. If you cyberbullying me, I'm gonna just slap you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
She's gonna get handled. But hey, different people, different environment, different cultures. Hey, I don't know.
I think we should go back to that way, man. I'm from the same place. Like,
right.
Whenever we had issues, we fought, and after we fought, we were normally like
For real.
better
All right,
off
we
for
good.
it.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think we should go back to that.
For real.
Take guns out of the way and go back to fucking just scrapping it out
For
and
real.
getting it over.
Don't kill anyone. Just go ahead, fight. Let someone break it up, and the best person win. Whoever wins the fight, go on about your day, make amends. Like, I remember me and one of my homeboys fought. This had to have been. We were in like second grade. Me and one of my close friends ever, Justin Addison. We were fighting. It may have been over a girl, may have been over a toy. I don't remember. One of us, we was like, we're gonna choke each other, and the first person to pass out, they win, and we're gonna let it bygones be bygones. We're choking each other out. We end up crying. We gotta be like 8 years old. We're like, bro, I love you. And we
Yeah, now we're
and we
still
tight
boys
to this day.
Yeah. See?
15 years later, if I call him right now, he will pick up and he'll do whatever I ask him to do. Same, vice versa.
Yeah, there's something about it's like it's nature. That's the way the animals do it too.
Right.
And we are just animals when it comes down to it. So I mean that's kind of the way of the world. But we have this, we think we're smarter than animals, but I seriously doubt we are. I mean, we make cool technology and
Right.
stuff, but at the same time, when we're opening our mouths and doing this, we're literally just making noises. But we just think they mean something. But we're still just animals. So when we take that equation out of the pecking order, like that's when things start getting like
Fickle.
yeah, and that's why it's not working right now because we're trying to talk over disagreements when it's like, no, we should just fucking wrestle it and say, you won. Okay, I get it.
No, I'm not. I think certain things can be handled with dialogue, like simpler things. Well, not even some more complicated things can be handled with dialogue. I think.
Like
I'm
what?
not opposed
Give me
to
an example.
like
Like nukes.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we probably
100% nuclear warfare should not be handled over who's the strongest.
We should
I
wrestle
promise
that one
you,
out.
a big Russian boy is gonna fucking whoop our American asses over there. We will lose 9 times out of 10. That motherfucker been working on a farm their whole life. This motherfucker, they want all the problems. So I do not want to fight over nuclear warfare.
Yeah,
at all.
it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, but like more serious matters. discuss it. But my issue, like, I obviously don't think violence should always be like the way we resolve problems. But I think like on a smaller scale, like the petty back and forth that we do. I just think like if it's a big enough issue that you're gonna take it here and like you're gonna slander someone's name before I will speak down on someone's name, before I will bring your family into it, I'd rather just be like, hey, if it's that big of a problem, meet me here. We can resolve it. Fight like men. You win, I win. I'm not about to do this back and forth. I'm too fucking grown. You too fucking grown. If I got a real problem with it, or you got a real problem with it, handle it like this. That's how my father raised me. That's how my brother raised me. We don't do that chit-chatting back and forth when it's a certain level of disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
When the disrespect is here, all right, all that talking, that goes out the window. But anything else, like, I'm a very calm man of person. I think you're a very calm man of person. All the men in my family is saying, we're like, hey, if it's not a big a deal, I go about my fucking day. I don't care enough. But when people disrespect you, that's why I'm like, all right, we're going to have to resolve this somehow, some way.
You know, that's actually a law in Austin, Texas.
The disrespect law?
I don't know if it's called disrespect law, but it's if both parties are consenting, then you can go out in the street and you can scrap it out.
That's some real shit.
That's a real shit, yeah. And you can't get arrested
I love
for it.
Austin, Texas. I went to Austin with my big brother this summer.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I fell in love. When they say Austin's weird, it's weird. People don't try to force who they are. Everyone just casually walks around being who they are. People go outside, enjoy nature. They enjoy sitting by the pool, swimming, just enjoying each other's company. No one's rude. Austin's peak life for a liberal 20-something-year-old. I like Austin a lot.
Maybe they're nice there because they know that they can go out in the street and scrap it out.
For real. It's not a superficial town. I really hate superficial cities.
Like, what? Give me an example of a superficial city. Like, I don't want you to talk bad about a city, but have you had a bad experience in a city?
Yeah, I went to with DC. I can't say it's superficial. I would say it's extremely posh, and it's very elitist. Which I'm not a fan of that. I like very urban, green, rooted communities like New Orleans, like Toronto, like Austin. I've never been to Seattle, but I've heard nothing but similar things about Seattle. To where this is a major city, but you can commute, you can interact with people, have a conversation with a stranger. Whereas when I was out in Washington, when I was out in DC, it just felt like it was extreme classism. I couldn't. I had on a North Face jacket. I was like, "Yo, can I go to this bar like wearing this?" One of my big homies was just like, "Nah, that's not the ambiance for this spot." I'm like, "Huh? Like, what the? This is a nice North Face jacket. What do you mean this isn't the ambiance? Like, it's a $150 jacket. The fuck you mean?" And I'm not really into that. Miami's not Miami. That's a turn city. Depending on what part you're in, you can have a really fucking good time.
You don't think it's the same way as DC though, with like there's like the classes?
The classism is more of like a flashy classism.
Okay.
Whereas DC is more of
you don't fit in here, you can't come in.
Yeah. It's elitist. Whereas Miami is like, oh, you can't ball with us, bro. Like everyone's gonna have a luxury car. Everyone's gonna have this, that, and the third. That's not the type of guy I am. I'm a really laid back party type of dude. Like, let's have a good time. I like to party with everyone. My songs come as you are. Come as you fucking are. Let's have a good time. I don't care where the fuck you from.
That's what I like about you, dude. I like the fact that you can just hang out with everyone.
I like roll with everyone.
Yeah, that's my thing too. That's why if you look around this fucking bar, it's just a mess of like different objects and stuff, and everyone that comes in here too. I mean, it's kind of my jam. It's the way the world is.
I look at your podcast. You've interviewed your nephew and niece.
Yeah.
You've interviewed the most brilliant minds. You've interviewed rappers. You've interviewed everyone. You've interviewed cyclists.
Everyone has a voice, man.
For real. You know what everyone has? An accident on this street.
What is going on out there right now? And this one's swerving around?
For real. Bro, a couple of nights ago at the
I was on a podcast one time whenever someone wrecked out front.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Like Friday when we were here, someone hit someone's car driving by. They didn't stop or anything. They just kept going. I was like, I'm gonna try to remember the license plate just if it's someone that I know whose car got hit.
Was it?
No, it wasn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't park on this street anymore because that same reason. Someone hit my car one day and just kept driving.
For real.
That's also another reason I won't buy a new car. As long as I live in a city, I won't buy a new car because people will just hit you and keep going. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right. Like someone, I I was out here marketing the Come As You Are social. This is almost a year ago now. I was using my dad's car.
Damn, that was almost a year ago.
Exactly. In 3 months, less than 3 months. That's a year ago. Someone hit my dad's car and I'm coming back. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, bruh, like why couldn't this have been my car? Like what? But then unfortunately, the people at the hardware store, they're like, yeah, we saw who it was. It was Amazon.
Oh, so that was an easy fix.
For real. Yeah. Easy resolution. But I was, for like the 5 minutes that no one had spoke to me, I'm like, bruh.
What was the process of that? Like, did you guys have to go to?
Yeah, we had to contact Amazon, email them. Fortunately, there was video footage.
So you had to show footage?
I think we had to show footage. I can't really recall too well. But the main thing that helped us, they knocked a piece of the truck off. Like a piece of the truck came off when they hit the car.
Oh, so it was there on the ground or something?
Yes. Yeah, so it's like, obviously, your truck is missing this piece. We have this piece. There's a scratch on the car from this piece, along with this video footage that obviously shows you driving off doing this. So
yeah, I feel like Amazon's so big now that you probably don't even have to show proof. So if anyone has a car out there that's kind of fucked up, blame it on Amazon. You can probably just get it fixed really easy.
You heard Kyle live and clear.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to say, hey, man, those scratches down my... Hey, what if it might have been Amazon? Who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it's on these like these little side streets out here where they're like thin as hell.
Blame on your worst enemy, actually. Like find someone that you don't like and then park really close to them. And then when they drive off, hold them accountable. And then say they did a hit and run so you can get them jail time too.
Oh, shit.
This is Devious 2024.
Bruh, this is the people that he used to hang out with in high school that are coming over on you.
For real.
Yeah.
They're living vicariously through me now.
That's that girl that was fucking, trying to get her baby daddy.
Oh, that was in college.
That was
in college. That was a grown woman. Loosely grown. I feel like when you're 21, you're not really grown.
So speaking of the social that you did here.
Yeah.
Moving forward a year, which was this past Friday.
Yeah.
Bro, Free as a Bird.
Free as a Bird, out now.
Yeah, his album's out right now.
Yeah.
Free as a Bird.
Mixtape.
A mixtape, my bad.
No worries, bro.
Yeah, check him out on Spotify. I guess you have a link in your...
Yeah, on my Instagram bio. My Instagram is boxoffice.trouble. All your standard spelling. Box office, trouble. Link to Amazon Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. Anything that you stream music on, it'll be there. YouTube. Your auntie's playlist. You might find a vinyl with it. You might find a cassette tape with my music on it. I don't know. You can find it anywhere. Anywhere you seek it, it will be there. Bro, like, so just go check it out. It's a classic. It's a hit.
Dude, I had such a blast the other night. Especially with the live drums.
Right. Killian killed it.
Yeah.
Like, talking about alliteration right there. But man, he did such a kick-ass job. And it was really his idea to I gotta give him credit. I had been sitting on that project for so long. Like I'm very much so a perfectionist, especially when it comes to music. I really want what I put out to the world to be in this period. I mean, to be in this most concentrated form and to be exactly where I need it to be. And so I had been trying to drop that project since October. And I had a listener party for it, and I kept pushing it back. I was like, nah, I need to wait for a perfect time. And then Killian asked me, he approached me about doing a collab, like us performing, and he do the drums with it while I'm rapping. I'm like, yeah, let's do that for sure. Then I'm like, what's your schedule? Like, what's the time frame that you want to do? And I think he's going to say like a few months, but he was like end of January, early February. And then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not finished with it yet, but I need to be finished with it. I need to just put it out. Because however I deliver it, people will receive it because they know I put my heart into it, and it's shown through the music. Like you can hear that like this is something that's very vulnerable, that's very authentic. So I have to give a round of applause for not only him drumming during the set and fucking lighting the whole venue up, but him pushing me to release the project, which he probably doesn't even know that. But if you watch this, Killian, this is your flowers that I'm giving you. I would have not released this project yet had it not been for you. I made her wait like 2 more months, kept procrastinating. Now I can't say procrastinating, but pushing it back because I was working on it in the between the time that I said I was going to drop it and now I've still been working on it. So yeah, thank you, Killian, for making me drop the project. You don't even know that, but bro, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have people to push you along with those kinds of things. I'm guilty of it too.
Right.
I'll put a project to the side and I'll come back to it, 2 or 3 months. And I need people to push me as well. So, I mean, it's nice to have those people in your life.
For real. Other great talented minds.
How did you guys meet?
So one of my best friends, because there's so many connections to it. It's like my cousin's best friend, my best friend's wife, aunt, son. So one of my best friends is best friends with, so I want to get this right. My best friend's friend's little brother.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a trickulation there. So
and he just someone just came to you and was like, hey, this guy's a drummer.
So
or you actually knew him?
I actually knew him. So like we be kicking at spots like my homeboy. He throw some parties. Killian's there. I'm there. I'm a social butterfly. So like I'm like we shooting the shit, talking, And then we hung out so many times before that. I think we were hanging out at a Halloween party. Then I saw we exchanged Instagrams, and then I saw he posted that he was gonna be. He's in a rock band. And I saw he was having a show, and it was a Wednesday or Tuesday night. I didn't have anything to do, and what people don't know about me, I'm actually like I'm not gonna say a huge fan, but like I'm a decent fan of rock music, any form of rock. I like punk, I like grunge, I like rock and roll. I'm a big Bruce Springsteen fan. So not that they're that the music they perform is similar to Bruce Springsteen, but like this is like I really like rock music. So I saw he was having a show. I had never been to an actual like underground rock performance. So I was like, let me check this shit out. And then I went and I kept going to their other shows. And then we ended up getting cool through that because every time he'd be like, oh, bro, Cam, thanks for putting up, dude. Like, you didn't really, like, you didn't have to do this and you're here. So then I started inviting him some stuff that I was having. And so he started coming. And we just got cooler through that. And then at this most recent Christmas party that our homeboy threw, it was like, bruh, I'm high as hell in the room, chilling, vibing. And he is like, dude, we should collab. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, I'm spaced out like as hell. And so I end up like remembering it though. Cause I'm at the moment I can't like really focus on it. Cause I'm like, damn, there's a lot going on right now. But when I sober up the next day or like maybe a week after, sometimes shortly after, I'm like, that was a good idea. Like, that's a really good idea. I like, cause he's a fan of my type. He's a fan of hip hop. I'm a fan of rock. And so it was like, this would be a perfect blend because we both have that mutual connection to each other's genres, each other's concentration. So it just ended up working out perfectly. He's a great guy. He comes from a great family too. Well, I know his sister. I don't know his parents. So, but not. I don't know. Now I'm rambling about her.
No, I
imagine that your family is phenomenal too, Killing. But I know your sister, and your sister's a good person, and y'all's dog is a great dog too.
The cat too.
The cat is great too.
Yeah, your hamster.
Your hamster. Your turtle.
No, I really enjoyed what you guys did together. I think you guys should do more stuff. I mean, the version of the mixtape that's out right now is all was it digital? It doesn't have. Was that what you would say?
Yeah, it's all digital. It's all streaming. Okay. I don't have any physical copies. I wish I did.
Well, no, I mean, I was going to ask about the drums and stuff like that. Like his drums aren't on the.
No, they're not.
So like, what is the difference in the versions? I mean, I actually listened to the album online the other day. I went through the whole thing.
You like it?
It's really nice. Yeah,
Appreciate
the song Icarus.
Hey, that's my dad's favorite too.
Bro, Icarus is so tight. And especially it was really I love the song the way it is on the mixtape on Spotify.
But with the drums.
It's a different level, dude.
For real. The intensity, bro, at our practices, he be drumming out in the back. I'm trying to rap my verse, but I'm so caught up like, man, this motherfucker is back here killing this shit, bro.
Like I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it.
This motherfucker killing knows he's gonna be a star one day. Like, I kid you not. And I know like we're supposed to be talking about this project, but I just keep having to shed light to Killian. He's gonna be a star one day.
I mean, you guys all are
dedicated.
I was thinking about this the other day too. Like the amount of talent that I'm surrounded. I keep saying this over and over on the podcast, but it just keeps getting better. Like if you asked me 2 years ago, the amount of talent that was around me, it's like, yeah, there's so many talented people around me, but now it's even another level of talent. Like Knox Ketchum performed the other night too. Another amazing producer in the city and also a musician. I mean,
Payson, the vocalist. Payson has one of the best voices I've ever heard. And man, every time I hear Payson perform, his writing ability gets sharper and sharper and sharper. And I'm hearing stuff that like I didn't expect for Payson to say. Payson can rap, Payson can sing, Payson can play guitar, Payson can write stories, and his songs are so cinematic. Like I can't give Payson enough flowers for his talent. And I hate that people like him go on fly under the radar. But man, if the right person gets a hold of Payson, he'd be huge. He'd be a fucking megastar. Like you said, there's so much talent around us, so many brilliant people around us. I'm just glad that I could be in their presence, that we can all love each other and form a community around each other.
I feel that, dude. And it pushes me to get better.
For real.
Like it's when I'm around you guys, it just makes me want to get better because I find that I grow complacent with the level of talent that's around me. And I need people that are doing big things and pushing me to actually grow with them.
Iron sharpens iron, like they always say.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't get better being around mediocre. You only get better being around greatness.
Damn right. What else you got planned for this project, man? I know you had your album release party or your mixtape release party the other day, and it was fucking fire. Like there was a sea of people in this place.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this packed in a long time. It was nice.
Yeah, it was shout out to my community, shout out to my flock for coming out. I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. But further with that, you know, we're gonna drop some videos, we're gonna drop some merchandise for it. Yeah, I'm gonna really I want to show my love and appreciation for everyone that's really helped me with this. I'm glad we're here. I'm gonna grill next week, next Saturday if you're free. Come out and come eat with us. All the food, all the drinks will be on me.
Are you inviting me or are you inviting the podcast?
I'm inviting you, not y'all. I'm inviting you.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Come out. I need to invite Payson and Knox too. I'm glad we're saying this now. But yeah, just but further than that, just keep pushing Free as a Bird for a while because I put so much time and energy into it. I want to get every drop, every ounce of greatness out of it. I know what it is. I know what it can be. I know where I can take it to. So Free as a Bird it's a movement. It's not just a mixtape. It's really a state of mind. It's a place that I'm at now. So
where did that come from?
So when I graduated from school, I never felt that free. Like I think I mentioned this on the last podcast we did. I did a road trip by myself, cross country. I watched this is one of my favorite movies. How can I not think of the name of this movie? He graduates from school. He goes all the way from Georgia to Alaska. He ends up dying. It's based on a true story.
Yeah, what is that? It's
God, how can I not think of the name of this movie? I love this movie. It's on my letterbox. But essentially,
I know what you mean though. I think everyone out there knows the movie too.
I'm so frustrated I can't think of it. But I watched it like 10 times my senior year. I kid you not. And I've always saw something like that. And I always saw that feel. I met so many great people on my travels. And so then since I decided, all right, I'm going to start taking music serious. I'm going to actually like try to push out a project. I dropped Trouble's Paradise first. Got some really good reception to it. People in my community supported me with it. I felt a lot of love around it. And then I actually got like that put wind under my wings more. That had me more motivated. I did the Come As You Are social. It had me feel liberated and motivated. And then all that culminated into me feeling free as a bird. Like, all right, I'm in a space right now in my early 20s to where I feel like there's nothing that can cage me right now. I'm really out here just exploring myself, exploring my life, exploring this community, exploring my talents. I want to get the most out of it. And I want to just live in the now. I just want to make what I'm feeling right now. I want to make how I'm living right now. I just want to embrace everything that's around me. And I've never felt this free in my life. I've never felt this good. I never woke up this motivated. I never woke up this hungry. I never went to sleep this frustrated because I want to do something. I want to capitalize on every day. And so the hunger that's just bearing in me right now makes me feel so free because every day I wake up and I go get it and I go dedicate myself to this craft that I have. And man, like I just feel so free knowing that I could tell my friends, yo, I'm doing this. Like I'm about to have this party about this project I've been working on. And then 70 people come out to see me and my friends, my homeboy Jeremy DJing, Killian back here on the drums, see me on this stage. Like that, how could that not put wind underneath your wings? How could that not make you feel like you're on top of the world? How could that not make you want to go out and get more? Make you not want to put on for your boys, put on for your people, and just, just liberate everyone around you. Because I want this freedom to spread. I don't want to be the only one that's free as a bird. I want to have a whole flock with me. I want my cousins. I want my friends. I want my lover. I want my mom, my dad. I want my siblings. I want everyone around me. I want Kyle. I want Pace. I want Knox. I want Day. I want Jeremy. I want Killing. I want us all to feel free as a bird. So that's why I say it's more of a movement. That's how all this came to me. I know that was a lot a lot for like a very simple answer. But
no, man, that's great. We need to learn how to bottle that,
right,
and then give it out to everybody. Because I mean, that's drive that not many people have, and I think more young people should have that drive. Like, what do you think? What do you think takes that away from people? Because I mean, you obviously have something that a lot of people would love to have, and like what would be some inspirational words you could give to people to have that same kind of drive?
To be honest, know who you are. I feel like my whole life I've known who I was, whether I tried to cap that, whether I tried to hold it back. But I knew who I was. That may be difficult to find out. That's easier said than done. But at no point in my life have I doubted who I was, both the good and the bad. And I've always fully embraced that when I got a certain age, when I got around 15, 16. I just took the straps off. I just indulged in who I was and fully embraced that. And then not to say I was always the hardest worker, especially when I was in high school. I would say I was a relative slacker. But when I went on to college, I really started to like lock in on certain things. I started to gain like a stronger drive for things I was even passionate about. And then once I finished with that drive, like I always be reminded about being hungry. And then shockingly enough, LeBron James is my favorite player of all time. That's my GOAT. But I saw the Last Dance documentary. I saw what really pushed Michael Jordan to lock into that headspace, to like that killing instinct, that Mamba mentality, that Jordan mentality. And then around that same time, Kobe had passed away. So it was a lot of Kobe content about the Mamba mentality. And of course, I was in my early adult years, but I would say I'm still soaking in so much knowledge from everyone. I don't think I'll ever stop doing that. I will never let like other ideas come into me and radiate through me. But at that time, especially during the pandemic, where everything was like, I'm very stagnant, so I'm soaking everything up. I was just soaking in all the greatness that I was watching on TV. That I come from greatness, like just my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister. And within our own capacities, like it might not be doing the cinematics that I'm doing with music or whatnot, but whatever their chosen crafts are, my family is very dedicated to those things. So all that just came, and that's just giving me such motivation. I always hang around other people that are really dedicated. So like you said, being around other people that don't want to lose, that makes you not want to lose too. And then when you have other people in your same field that don't want to lose, and you don't want, I don't like being number two.
Right.
Only place I was ever number two at is in my fraternity, which my line number is 2. Other than that, I like to be number 1. I accept the fact that I will lose, but I like to come back from whatever defeat that is, and I want to give hell. I don't like being number 2 at all. So when it comes to my music, I don't want anyone to say, yeah, Cam shit cool, but oh boy shit harder, oh girl shit harder. Nah, buddy. I'm not going for that.
You do bring up a good point there, though, about your dad. Yeah. And I think that's the same with me. Like, I come from a family of very strong men and women, and they're very driven to be the best at what they do, or to do the best they can at what they do. And I think your dad has that, because I know your dad. I think he has some of that he has those same qualities, even with his podcast.
He got that dog in him.
He's got a dog in him, man. Even with their podcast, the Bubba and Bull show and stuff they're doing, like the fact that he even started that is fucking awesome. And the fact that he's going full steam ahead with it.
Facts.
Yeah. And he's not going to stop. And I love that about him.
Like, especially watching, growing up, my dad likes, he's a very do-it-yourself type of guy. Mm-hmm. If something breaks, he'll fix it himself. He'll resolve it himself. And the same thing for my mom. She'll never ask for handouts. She'll go handle business on her own. She'll be very involved in the community. Mom's just a phenomenal stand-up woman. So watching that, and then watching my older siblings, because I'm the baby boy, just watching such dedicated people. And especially, like, I give a shout out to my sister when it comes to freedom. And I don't like to speak on my home life too much. Like, I have a good home life, but I just don't like to, speak about my family on a public platform. But my sister, watching her travel across the world and pursue her own avenues within life. I just gotta give a round of applause out to you, big sis. If that doesn't inspire someone to go out and be free, I don't know what would. So allow my freedom, my ideals on freedom and liberation. They come from you. So shout out to you, big sis.
That's a very brave thing to do. Yeah, for sure.
Like to be in your early 20s, travel to a foreign land just by yourself, see the world, no resources, no family out there. And then on top of that, you're a black girl in European countries. I can imagine how uncomfortable that is.
Sticking out.
She went to she was in China for a year. And hey, I've never been to China, but I imagine there ain't too many black girls out in China. So you probably stare like a sore thumb, but you still head through and you were prosperous. So shout out to my big sis for holding down the fort and inspiring me and lighting a flame. Whether I still gave you flowers before or not, right now I'm doing it. Love you, kid.
Yeah, speaking of back to the show the other night.
Yes, sir.
Even when you were performing, man, there's so much passion in the way you're performing, and I think that's what comes a lot because you see a lot of guys performing. There's not really any passion in it. They've done it so many times that it's like it's kind of routine for them. But I think that's what separates some of you guys, like you, Knox, and Payson, away from these other musicians. Is every time you step on stage, no matter how many times you've done the song, you're delivering the song with passion.
You got to. My homeboy told me something vital once. He said, do you want to be cool or you want to be successful? You could be cool. You can go on stage. You can try to like look like you're doing it with no effort. Or you can give everything your all. You can dedicate yourself to this shit. So that little footnote has stuck in the back of my head since the day he told me that. Like, I could have got on stage and been like, hey, bro, like, thank y'all for coming out. I'm too cool. I'm a star. Let me be mellow. Nah, bro. I want to give y'all something that y'all gonna remember. I want y'all to feel what I was feeling when I wrote this. I want those feelings, those emotions to soak into you. And I received a very meaningful message from someone that's very dear to me following the release. And they were just like, man, like I have a lot down on my mind right now, but because of your project, it helped me deal with that. And it just made this music thing come full circle because I saw the feelings that I felt like the emotions the headspace that I was in present themselves amongst that person, and it made them feel better in whatever predicament they were in. I've never just felt so proud of something that I created. When I walked the stage to finish high school or college, I didn't feel shit. I was like, all right, bro. All right, time to go get drunk. It's time to go party. Time to go turn up. When I got that message, I'm like, damn, this is the best thing anyone ever told me. Like, I'm like, again, like, I'm sorry that like whatever this life thing has going on when you had you in whatever jam, but I'm glad that I could be someone, my voice, my thoughts help you cope with whatever that is. So passion, you gotta give everything you are. Fuck being cool, motherfucker. Be helpful, be successful, be genuine, be pure, grow, accept your flaws, do better. That cool shit is not cool. What's being cool is being you.
Being real.
Being real.
Yeah, what do you think that is? Like, why do you think that some people, like you said, why do you think that song helped him? Do you think it's just him seeing that other people have that same feeling? So that song made him see that you also were going through things.
So I'm not sure what helped him exactly, but I can put myself in those shoes and think about moments in which music has
impacted you,
healed my scars. There's been some Kanye songs. There's been some Tyler the Creator songs. A good one would be Mac Miller. I need to wake up before one morning. I don't wake up. We make our mistakes. Our mistakes never make us. I'm too obsessed with going down. That's a great one. Before you wait too long, it's gonna be someone to replace you. And at that point in my life, I really hadn't achieved much in my life. I was like 17, like any other 17. I didn't achieve anything, but I just saw all the mistakes that I had up to the point of 17 and helped cushion that fall that I've been consistently falling on, that I've been consistently hitting. So maybe it was something like that relatability, that someone can capture your feelings and their words can soak into your mind, some thoughts that you may not even, sometimes you don't have the best answers for you, and that's just real. Most times you do, but sometimes you don't. And so when another person can just be on that same level, be on that same platform as you, be going through these same feelings, but you don't have to dig deep within yourself to get that resolution. That can be very peaceful. That can be super peaceful. I remember I can't remember what it was. This is when we first started doing those Wednesday sessions. You said you gave like a nugget of information that stuck with me, and it was something that like I would have to dig deep into myself to find. But you just gave it casually. I was like, damn, that really sit with me. I can't remember, bro. I wish I could remember what it was.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there somewhere. Right. I wish I could remember what it was. But like moments like that to where like, or you can give me a nugget. It's a nugget to you, but this is like resolution for me.
Yeah, that's pretty wild that things can happen like that. Because I think it's happened in my life too, where I've come across people and they've said things to me and they're just like stuck in there. You got it?
It was the story about the dude from your town.
Oh, the guy that died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell the story right now. There was a man in my hometown who I didn't know who this fucking guy was. I think I was 16 at the time, and he had a glass repair shop. So I go in to get, and my hometown's very small, so everyone knows everyone. I was just young, didn't know anybody. So he knew my family, he knew me. I go to get my window repaired. And he's repairing my window, and he does it really quick, like really fast. And I'm just sitting there waiting, and he walks out and he looks at me and he goes, just want to tell you something. And I said, okay. I don't know who this fucking guy is. He's like, never live above your means. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, who says some shit like that to a 15 or 16-year-old kid? And I was like, okay. And I just got in the car and left. And it come like 4 or 5 years later, this man, his wife went to their son's house, shot the son in the head, point blank with a pistol, killed him dead. They went back to their house, killed the husband, and then lit the house on fire and then shot herself in the head. And those words have stuck with me ever since. I don't know if it was because they all died.
That's a Stephen King book.
Bro, it was nuts. But for some reason, those words, never live above your means, stuck with me after that point. And I don't think you have to have death to make words stick with you. But I live by that rule. And throughout my journey in my life, there's been times where money has been tough. And because I was living the way he told me to live, I've been fine. The entire journey's been fine. But if I would have been living above my means, it would have been a very hard journey. But yeah, just little nuggets like that. When people say them to you, it's like, holy shit.
For real. Those are vital. Like the most important advice that you will get from me would typically be like in passing and casual conversation or just hearing someone else's stories. Like I know it's a lot of pride that people have. They're like, I want to find the resolution by myself. Nah, motherfucker, sit with that OG, sit with your friend, sit with that shell, sit with that kid. As long as it's like not weird, sit with that kid and get that advice. Like the resolution can be simple. All you gotta do is just listen, hear, put that ego aside. And then just, humble yourself and listen.
That's why I like hanging out with a mixed bag of people, because you're going to get like just a mixed bag of answers and you hang out with your own sounding board. You're going to only know what you know, like people around you. Yeah. They're going to basically tell you the same thing you want to hear, but that's not how you grow. Growth is uncomfortable.
Right. Oh, what the fuck is a yes man or a yes woman? Now, I need a motherfucker to tell me when my idea is stupid. Gotta be having some dumb ideas, but I need motherfuckers.
You heard one of mine the other night. It might be genius. It might be dumb. We don't know yet.
I don't know. We don't know.
We're on the fence on that one, but it's going forward. We're moving.
But with criticism can come growth. Like the more like my friends, took my brother and I did, and that nigga was like, I don't think that could work. And then I'll be like, I'm gonna make it work because your criticisms are valid. I'm gonna make it work with these parameters set up so that can be seamless, that can be foolproof. You gotta make shit foolproof. That's what you gotta do. And then sometimes you gotta accept that a fool can get through it. Like, hey, sometimes be like that. But hear advice from other people, and then that'll lead you to perfection. Yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, even with the idea that we were talking about, I've been getting a lot of criticism from other people that I know that work in the scientific field, because I'm looking into that area right now. Yeah. And I basically told them, because I'm accepting their criticisms, right? But then I'm saying that's not how science operates. Yeah. Because they're saying that, it's a bad idea to do these experiments and things that I want to do. But I'm like, but science is based off the experiments and you move forward. Yeah. If you stop because it's unethical or immoral, slightly. I mean, when I say I can't say this shit is immoral or unethical. It's socially like unacceptable,
socially loose. Is it? For lack of a better term, a little awkward.
It's definitely a little odd.
Yeah, awkward, weird. But like, it's not like you doing something that's harming any. It's not like anyone's like life is in jeopardy or like like no one's to harm. Like you're not harming anybody.
Right. What if I do cure cancer though? You know, what if
For real.
what if that's the cure for cancer?
Like,
We never know.
You're getting use out of other people for it. It's not. It's no one's in jeopardy.
Well, the fact that they're just telling me not to even do it, that's where I draw the line. I'm like, look, if I want to do this in my own house as an experiment, you know, because it's all about the experiment. Like you don't have to sell it to the public, but if you just want to do the experiment, like there was one time that I tried to make whiskey out of my urine. That sounds weird. I know it does, but diabetics can do this.
Wait. What?
So I don't know if you know this about diabetics, but diabetics produce so much sugar in their urine that it can actually ferment and turn into whiskey. So whenever I heard this, I was like, well, I'm not a diabetic, but let me see if I can do this. So I set up an experiment where I tried to make whiskey out of my urine. And it actually started fermenting.
Kyle, that's the whitest shit I've ever heard. But I don't even like associating shit with race. But bruh. Dude. What? Next is gonna be I try making chocolate bars with my fishy.
Oh, bro, that's disgusting. Don't even go there. I didn't actually drink the whiskey too, by the way. Good. No, I just tried to see if I could get it to ferment, and it did start turning to ferment. But it took so much sugar to eat that I almost made myself sick. So would not recommend.
Oh my God. I was not expecting this.
Bro, there's an actual company that sells that shit.
He is free as a bird. Kyle is free as a bird, bro. I aspire to be as free as fucking Kyle. Dude, I was not expecting that. I'm sorry if I'm cussing so much. That's just, bro, I'm geeking. I was not expecting that. Bro, but I genuinely respect that you don't give a fuck enough to try shit like that. And people need to stop giving a fuck about shit and just try it. Like, bro, wear those glasses in that building if you feel like doing that shit, bro. Put on that outfit and try that shit. If you think it, try that shit, bro. You're a living testament to fucking try that shit. For everybody need to fucking try that shit.
Well, the world's a playground.
For real.
I mean, we try to live in this socially acceptable way. But that's not how a playground works. Go out there and fucking play, man.
Go out and play. That's what I love about New Orleans. Motherfuckers aren't scared to play in New Orleans.
No.
Motherfuckers just like, bro, who the fuck cares? Who do that shit? That's why it's hard for me to go to places like DC. I'm just used to New Orleans where I can like just run rampant and try ideas. I came here for Come Your Social with a cowboy hat and a fur coat.
He looked dope too.
And I didn't care. I was here a couple of days ago. With what type of little golfing hats? I can't remember the name of it. They were popular like in the early 2000s. I had that bitch flipped upside down. I'm like, bro, I'm out with my friends. I don't care.
Oh, I saw the cowboy hat make an appearance too.
Oh yeah. I did pull that bad boy out again.
Wardrobe change.
But like you said, life is a playground. Have fun, enjoy, be free as a bird. Live your life. Go try shit. If you like sitting inside and watching TV and that's your liberation, that's your freedom, and that's your playground, enjoy that. If you like VR, enjoy that. And that's your playground. If you like sitting in your hearing conferment, that's your playground. Try that shit. As long as you're not harming nobody, bruh, enjoy your playground. Live your life. Don't harm nobody. Enjoy your shit.
I love that, dude. Sounds like a good place to end it. Will you tell the people one more time where to find you at?
Free as a bird. My Instagram is boxoffice.trouble. The project is called Free as a Bird. My name is Cambryn. Check that out. Let me know what you think. Come to another bar, drink, party, turn up, listen to Knox, listen to Pace, and listen to Kyle, listen to me, Free as a Bird, Killian, Jeremy. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Peace.
Thanks for coming in today, Cameron.
Thank you, Kyle.